Ibrahim, I hope that you can hear me now.
We could already hear you.
I'm talking about Ibrahim Umar. I'm talking about Ibrahim Umar.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I have started recording the lesson. As I was telling you that we have already learned about three types of print statements, three patterns of writing a print statement. So the first pattern was in which you would using single quotation mark. That worked perfectly fine. Then you had that structure in its pattern in which you were writing double quotation marks. That also worked fine. Then you had a a print statement pattern in which you had three quotation marks. That was basically to represent multiple line strings. And then we learned about the escape characters. If you have to put an inverted commas or let's say double quotation marks in in a sentence that you want to print, so it would not be understood by the compiler properly. So in order to make it understand, you need to use this slash, and this slash is called the escape character here. So after that, we wanted to learn about formula strings or F strings. But before that, I wanted you to understand that what are the different constructs or what are the different categories of coding in Python. So one of those categories is, so the first category out of these is assignment. We are going to learn about assignment construct today. I will explain you what assignment construct is. And then there are three more. The other three are sequence, selection, and iteration. They all work differently. They're supposed to be there so that you can fulfill your different needs according to the coding. So first one we have to learn about is assignment. आगे ही कर दो.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my Python is not working. So please, you have download Python. Can you show it to me?
Wait. Khadija, your Python is not working. Can you show me if you can share your screen and let you know what the problem is?
Sir, I don't open Python because it's not working.
But you can share your screen so that I could get to know what the problem is.
Sir, you are unmuted.
So as you could see here, in this one, I have used 3 different patterns again for using an F string. This was the first pattern in which I use F double quotation marks, my name is name. And then I used F single quotation mark, my name is name. And then I used print F single quotation marks, my name is name. So there are these 3 patterns that you can use in order to write your F strings. F strings are formatted strings or formula strings. What happens in them is that you are directly using some variables here without any hassle. See, I only wrote the name here and it changes the name to the value of name that I have assigned to name. So currently I had assigned OMAR this string to the value to the variable name. So that is why it replaced this name with the value of name that I have chosen. Similarly, we are going to follow this practice here. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables that I have introduced. They are basically about anyone. They are basically about someone's self. Now we are going to use F string to write a short note about ourselves.
Hello, sir. I just joined.
So you got very late actually.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Okay. So you would have to resort with the recordings first, and then obviously in the next week, first join a little earlier so that I can get to help you more if you do not have anything clear in your mind. So
Okay.
what we do in this one is I have already written an assignment operation in which I have assigned 5 values. Values are on the right side and the names of the variables are on the right side. So name, NAME, is a variable, AGE, age is a variable, occupation is a variable, fav color is a variable, fav fruit is a variable. And what is the value of these variables? That is written on the right side. Umar is the value of name variable, 30 is the value of age variable, teacher is the value of occupation variable, blue is the value of favorite color variable, and orange is the value of favorite fruit variable. Now I'm going to write an introduction about myself. So this part is where I write introduction about myself. I would be using print F statement to figure out how to write that. So I would be writing very simple line like print, use started with an F string, put a comma with that. You can use double inverted commas also. So use single inverted commas as well. Or you can use triple inverted commas as well. That is also, I would show you how to do that. So first is print F with single inverted comma. My name is, use these brackets to write the name of the variable. These are called curly brackets. In formatted string, these variables, when these 2 brackets would show up, the Python would already know that the name of the variable that you have written in between these brackets, it is going to be replaced by its value. So I would say that my name is name, and then I'm going to copy and paste it here. Do not put it away from the margin, just keep it with the left margin, with the very left margin, and write the second statement. Age, I would say that I am age years old. Again, paste that and write the next statement. Next statement is I am a occupation by profession. Next statement is favorite color. So I would suggest that I write my favorite color is fav color, and then I can copy up this one, and now I'm going to write my favorite fruit is fav fruit. So let's say that I save this and I would try to run it now. It says that unterminated string literal. So unterminated string literal means that you have started the string, but you have not closed it. So I'm going to close it here as well. That's a mistake that I had made. Now fine, now let's try to run it. See, it prints out my introduction without directly giving it the values. So this is working kind of fine. We would try to use it with multi-line statements as well. So let's delete it once again and write once again print. And now we are going to use multi-line statement. So F n23, that's going to be here. And you're now going to write everything in just one go. My name is name. I am age years old. I am a occupation by profession. My favorite color is fav color. And I'm just going to copy that later on and change it to fruit and change this to fruit as well. So now I would save it. Currently it's also incomplete. You need to put 3 inverted commas at the end also. So that would complete it. Now if I try to run it, you see that it works almost the same way. I do not have to use the print statement again and again, print word again and again and again. And currently, if I change these values for anyone else, let's talk about Ibrahim Amjad. I'm going to talk about you right now. So I'm going to just change the values here. Ibrahim Amjad, how old are you? Ibrahim Amjad, how old are you?
10.
10. And you are a student, let's say. And your favorite color is?
Black.
Okay, black. And your favorite fruit is?
Grapes.
Grapes. So I save it and run it. And now you see that it gives me the information that is needed by Ibrahim. It gives me Ibrahim's introduction. So it becomes very simple for us to write these kind of statements and practicing it for other people. Like I have done it for 2 people, for myself and for Ibrahim. What you can do at home is try to figure out what things you want to change in here. Just remember, whatever the variable name that you use here, exactly that you should be using here. You can't use a different variable name. Let's say that you have written the color spelling to be COLOUR here. You would have to write COLOUR here as well, wherever you are calling it. So these are basically the variable calls. You are calling the variable here. So wherever you are calling the variable, you should be calling it with right name and right spellings. If you call it with a different name, it won't work. So I'm sharing this code with you. Oh, I already have it open. So I'm sharing this snipping tool code with you with this Python code. What you need to do is write an introduction or write an essay about something by using some fixed length variables in that. Okay. So that is our goal, and we have to be in. So we are L2, B3, I guess. Yeah, that's where we are. So here is the process of the code I have shared. You have to practice this code once again. Actually, you have to practice 3 to 4 times with keeping variables to other people's names and all these things. And then you can obviously show it to me what you have done in the next week. I would obviously try to share the recordings over the weekend. Generally, it becomes difficult for me to share recording on Saturday. So I would be sharing it on Sunday, every Sunday. So for both days recording, Saturdays and Sundays, I will be sharing it on Sundays. Yes?
For me, when I write print, it doesn't change its color to purple. It is black.
Are you writing capital P?
Yes.
You have to write the small p, bete.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. Take care. The lesson is about to be over, like in 1 minute. If you want to ask something, you can rejoin after that. I have shared the group. I have shared the code in the group as well. Why are you guys so worried? Okay, everyone, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Hello.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.
I love it, sir.
Allah Hafiz.